Hi everyone. 1,000 apologies for the change of plans tonight. Need to set my fan. Hang on a second. Oh, come on, turn all the way. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Do that. Oh boy, this kind of looks like shit. Okay. Of course the buttons are wrong. I don't know why it does that, but it just makes it more annoying to deal with. Okay. Come on. Don't make this entire stream fucking pointless. It's just, I don't understand why it does that. Uh, Alright, just didn't save any of my buttons. Awesome. Okay. Then okay. What with this display setting? Alright, I need to pull chat back up. Forgot. What is up with... Don't need that. I guess I do. Okay. Don't know why I get so much grief from this. Oh boy. This is always fun. That's what I get for doing a basically an impromptu stream, basically. Well, at least it doesn't run like shit anymore. Okay. Anyway, I guess while we're all just waiting to filter in, if we can call it that, basically, I didn't feel like playing Pokemon tonight. I was a bit too tired. So I figured I may as well try playing a little bit of Virtua Fighter tonight, just to kind of see how I fare. Oh, that is quite a swimsuit. Oh my god. That's funny. Okay. Guess we'll do... Guess we'll do an arcade run. May as well. I haven't done this in a while. Hi Doggo, thanks for showing up. Let's be cute tonight. You think grinding in a JRPG is way more relaxing than playing fighting games, but yeah, you do you. Hi. Yeah, I just figured it's like I was thinking about like Tekken with like Tekken 8 and the negative reception surrounding the whole thing, so I thought why not? Yeah, if only my graphics settings worked properly, which they don't seem to at all. Whatever. No idea what to change about it. It's gonna be that. Yeah, the problem is, sorry. I'm back. Sorry for walking away. It's noise outside my room that I have to deal with. Which is obviously difficult to do when you're trying to do a stream. Even one as bad as this one. Try that again. Just don't understand why when I try to play this on Linux, it just runs like crap. Even with all the settings at their lowest, I just can't seem to get it to work properly.
It's showtime! Round one. Ready, go! Excellent!
Alright, that seems to run fine.
Round two. Ready, go!
Apparently in the next update for VF5, they're gonna remove stagger.
Round three.
Which is pretty interesting for them to do, honestly.
Knockout!
I mean, I can see the logic at least. Like, if you remove stagger, or at least stagger recovery, I should say, rather than stagger as a whole. But like having to wiggle your stick like that, it is actually quite difficult to do. So I can see why they would want people to move away from that.
Round one. Ready, go!
Excuse me. Do not lag on me, please. Alright, I didn't know you could break the railing. That's a new thing I learned.
Round two. Ready, go!
Oops. Another thing they're also changing as well is like to recover off the ground you had to press all three buttons, so PKG. But now it seems like you can just press any of the three buttons individually or all three at the same time to get the same result basically. But yeah, basically, Doggo, what I was trying to explain before I had to walk away is, if I can just boot up a fighting game and play for at least an hour or two, whereas if I play Pokemon, I know for a fact I'm gonna be stuck there for quite a while. So, you know what, fuck it. Installed VF5. Okay. Nope. That did not go as planned. Oh my god. Okay then.
Round two. Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go!
Its having's looking a little different today. Yeah.
Round four.
It's one of the cooler things about VF5 At least when it came as Ultimate Showdown, because Tekken 7 was still popular, so they had a collaboration where you could have some DLC costumes, which is pretty sick. And I think people often forget that they have Tekken 7 like costume DLC in this game, because not many people play it, which is kind of sad. Virtua Fighter, hardly know her. Well, hi Connor Butters for showing up to the stream. It's just gonna be a quick one tonight. Like, I'll see if I can go for 2 hours at least. Nope.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Oh man, I love Jackie.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout.
It has been a while since I've played this, I'm not gonna lie. Like, of course, maybe nearly half a year. Somewhere around there. Quite a while. And I wasn't terribly happy with the more recent edition where if you guys know what secure boot is, it basically is a Windows, like, I'll consider it a malware on the motherboard level, basically. But in order to play this game online with other people, you now have to have secure boot on the PC version, which is just actual horse shit, but whatever.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout.
They always put Pi at this level. Like, always second last. Am I a pro of these sorts of games? Nope, I am not.
Round 1.
I would never dare call myself a professional at this. Like, I could barely do a combo as it is. I mainly just like fighting games.
Knockout.
Yeah, that is a thing, isn't it?
Round 2.
Hi, Mr. VF from DC. Thanks for showing up. Not going to be a very long stream. I'm going to aim for about 2 hours, I think. That's how you do that.
Knockout.
Is this back to basics? Pretty much. I mean, if you were to consider anything to be like a protest game that isn't just aping Tekken and actually trying something different, I would recommend Virtua Fighter for a lot of people in that respect. And that's the thing, like, Virtua Fighter is actually really fun. Like, it's different from Tekken, but it's still, like, a satisfying 3D fighting game to pick up and play. And even to learn at a very high level. Like, I believe the highest level Virtua Fighter players could definitely put up a challenge to Tekken players. Maybe that's just my ignorance showing because I'm a fucking filthy casual. I don't know. Nope, do not turn your back. You've tried a few fighter games yourself, but you couldn't get into them. Yeah, I mean, you just have to find that one that, like, makes the whole thing click for you, basically. Like, I wouldn't recommend just picking up any old fighting game. You gotta find something that, to help you, like, oh, like, now I get it kind of thing. Like, in terms of, like, beginner fighting games, I could suggest, for example, Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur is pretty fun. It's got a lot of, like, good single-player content that you can sink your teeth into as well. Right, that was pretty cool. Am I playing World Stage? Yes, I'm playing the Steam version of VF5 with Tekken 7 DLC. Any day spent not playing Tekken 8 is a day well spent. That is a good point. I agree with that. I am not looking forward to this fight, because Jarrell is a pain in the ass. And boy, does she look like shit at low res. Somehow I won that. Oh my god, you bitch. Calm down, Jesus. Dude, it's Silver Surfer from Fantastic Four, yeah. The wrong one, I think, but yeah, I guess technically she would be a Silver Surfer. Oh. Nope. Not liking my chances of winning this, but that's fine. Yeah. Don't know why my button didn't come out, but thanks. Yeah, alright. Fair enough. That's fine. I think the fact that I got a round off her at all is pretty impressive, I guess. Now we'll let the credits play while I read chat. Has anyone heard Subscribe-Star news that adding a wallet to not rely on payment processors too much? I did see something about that. I hope it goes well. because that payment processor shit needs to stop, like, now. Pretty much. New one's about pregnant women giving birth in space. Yeah, that is the new plot of that, isn't it? To be fair, Jarrell got this design in VF3 back in 1996, but also Silver Surfer appeared first in 1996 and a few months before. Interesting. Yeah, I thought Silver Surfer came out in like the 70s. I'm also talking about the female version, which was that the 90s? I think so. Yeah, I remember there was some discourse about that because obviously the one people think of is the male surfer, the male Silver Surfer. Because I mean, hey, so iconic. And he has that NES game that everyone says is really hard. So you haven't seen the new Fantastic Four? Neither have I. I've heard some mixed things about it, I guess.
Game over.
Thanks for that. No, wait, you're way wrong. 1966, yeah, that's when he first appeared. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. As well with that. Whose idea was it to make 6 and 9 the same character, but upside down? I mean, I don't know. To be honest, I couldn't tell you. You were watching a pirated copy of the new Fantastic Four on your laptop in kebab shop with a friend, and we laughed most of the movie of how bad it was. Yeah, it's not that surprising. It's Marvel. They don't make good movies anymore, so. I like that Owie custom. That looks pretty good. Yeah. I watched VF5 matches and I could just tell how outclassed I am by a lot of these people. Like, look at their levels, for example. I think my level was... 10,175th. Level 12. Not surprising. Again, I stopped playing a few months ago because the online wasn't working that good as well. So what was it? I think it was game settings. Yeah. Alright. Got another Owie. Is Owie top tier in these patches? I think I saw something about her being like really good lately. Critical Drinker liked it, so it must be good, lol. Yeah. Critical Drinker, I don't know what's his deal anymore, honestly. Super critical about one thing in one video, and then when a similar movie does something that he criticized before, he's not as harsh on it for some reason. I don't know. I don't get it. If it wasn't named Fantastic Four, you'd think it's a sitcom for couples. You remember him being way too fair with it? Yeah. Definitely an element of that. Now, I have VF5 open, one as a kind of like... as kind of like a jab at Tekken players for not playing anything except Tekken. But I figured while I was here, I also wanted to try World Stage, because I haven't actually touched that mode yet. So might try that. Because they added that in an update a while ago. And I think it'd be cool to try. Start over. Well, I don't have any continues, so. You'll fight various rival players. Your rank in this mode will increase as you win against rival players. Once you reach a certain rank, the boss will appear. Beating them will let you move on to the next booth. Once you beat the boss, you can challenge yourself in the tournament in World Stage. Okay. I got an type E costume. Okay, that's cool. I didn't even know How about that? I haven't even seen what it looks like, so I'll try it. Drinker made his own film, didn't he? Yeah, he made he supervised an adaptation of uh what was it called? Ryan something? It was about his like spy thriller novel series. Yeah, he supervised an adaptation on that and uploaded it to YouTube. It was to pitch it was designed as a pitch to see if maybe he can get an actual TV show greenlit to adapt the rest of the stories, but I don't think it worked out as well as he thought it would. Which is a shame, I guess, because I like the idea of like smaller creators being able to like get a big break, you know. But oh well. It's fun. You're in the arcade on the top right. Okay. 50 opponents remaining. Holy shit. And what's the side tournament thing? Okay. Customize, challenge list, gameplay data, world stage settings. Yeah, normal's fine. Oh, okay. Give her a dress. I mean, I'll use that. Hang on a minute. There. About to start a match at the Knuckleheads booth. Can reach up to first dan, level 11. Okay. It's basically a swimsuit, maybe?
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout.
Sweet. Okay. We can hold for menu. I'll just keep it going, that's fine. Now, from what I understand, this world stage thing was actually a reintroduced thing from not just Virtua Fighter 5 original, but also VF4. And I do have Virtua Fighter 4. I actually wouldn't mind playing that as well at some point on the channel. That'd be pretty cool. Like it got a lot of, at least according to what people have been saying, like VF4 was like the premier like PS2 fighting game to play, the 3D fighting game. Like I know it has quite a I know it has its fans, so it's also pretty cool looking. Like I think VF4 looks quite cool. I like this outfit. For many reasons. Just wish the game could not look as shit on Linux, but what can you do? I can't install it on Windows because it'll put secure boot on my computer, and I don't want that. So I guess I'm just stuck playing on Linux. And even this particular version of Linux, I don't know if I'd have to end up swapping because of those fucking ID verification things for an operating system, which is absolutely ridiculous. Shouldn't be happening. So I don't even know if my OS will be safe, and I'll have to swap to a different one. Which I mean, have to. Oh damn! See that again? God, that's so fast.
今日は私の勝ちね。行くわよ。
I'll give it 100%. Round one. Ready, go!
Nagoyaka Jackie. Okay.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout.
あなたには空空が足りないわ。
Is the game volume good for you guys as well, by the way? I haven't actually tested it properly. I just kind of downloaded it and started streaming.
出しても知らないわよ。
I'll give it 100%.
Alright, another Jackie.
Ready, go! Knockout.
Volume's fine, don't worry. Cool, thank you for telling me that.
Round two. Ready, go!
Oh, I wish it didn't slow down.
Knockout.
Kind of wish this Type E customization would give her a different hairdo, because this doesn't really suit her. In my opinion. Oh yes, everyone's favorites.
Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout.
Oh, that's a Shinobi reference, isn't it? This outfit. Nope, wrong button.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
You thought it was Shredder from TMNT? Yeah, I can see that.
Excellent.
But Shinobi makes more sense because obviously it's a Sega game and Shinobi's a Sega IP. So it'd just be easier for them to put that in. Man, and here I thought panty shots were dead in 3D fighting games. How crazy is that, right?
修行の成果見せるわよ
And I thought jiggle physics were Guna bait. What's the meaning of this, Sega? I thought you didn't want to include this stuff in the game.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go.
I need to remember that jumps are not good in this game.
Knockout.
Oh, good. I really like the ability to first championship unlocked. You could take on this challenge on the side tournament. Cool. I'll take a quick look at that. Oh, nice. Unlocked some stuff. Cool. Man, I'm glad they brought all that stuff back from the original. Alright, that's first championship. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7. Okay. 42 opponents remaining. I'll do the championship just so I can unlock a new stage, and I'll get back to Oh, okay, there's quite a few players for this one. I mean, yeah, it's 42. And if I want to get through them all, I'd have to unlock more. 8 players is fine. But yeah, I really like... One of the things I really like in VF5 is they gave you the option to have either... like the normal HUD for VF5, or you can have the classic Virtua Fighter hub where it looks like the original like Virtua Fighter 1.
修行の成果
And with Tekken 7 DLC, you have the option to use that HUD, and I think it's pretty neat.
100%.
I like how it looks.
Round 1. Ready, go. Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go. Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go. Knockout.
Wait, okay. It's pretty easy to like you just think about like the direction you hold to do certain moves. It's pretty easy to look like you're doing something like special, even though really you're not, right? And I think that's something fighting games
準備はいい
have wanted to do for a while, to at least try to draw in like casual players to make them feel like they're doing something pretty cool, even if it's not actually that difficult.
Excellent.
Like, the CPU's not really fighting back much, to be honest, but like I feel like I'm doing something.
Ready, go.
a sip. Nope. Shit. There.
Round 3. Ready, go! Excellent!
あなたにはクンフーが足りないわ。
Cloudian OG.
修行の成果。はあ見せるわよ。
Hit the championship, and we're doing a cage fight in the city.
Excellent! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout!
Oh, at least try to block.
Round 3.
I know you're the CPU, but come on.
Knockout!
What the hell happened there? Like, I sidestepped and it, like, pushed me all the way around him. Gonard. I can now play against a player from the first championship tournament at the Knuckleheads booth. Okay. Cool. Neat. Okay. Oh. Alright, it didn't unlock the other one, so it looks like I have to beat all the opponents in one arcade. I mean, that's fine. I can do that. Shundi. People do not like him.
修行の成果。はあ見せるわよ。
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout!
Stop fucking about.
あなたにはクンフーが足りないわ。怪我しても知らないわよ。
Oh, I fucking love that particular Arcade customization. Like it's such a good color, like such a good color combination. It's like it's better than the white gi, to be honest. He also wears this in a game called Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax, and it looks sick as hell. Just like drag queen Majima. That's funny. Was it Dengeki Bunko under Discord fighters in the tier list? It was. I don't remember. It's been a while, but yeah, it's unfortunate that the game has kind of been relegated to that status of Discord fighter. But I still think it's cool. Like, it has a cool roster. Like, if you've watched a bunch of like anime based on those the light novels that they own the rights to, then it's still pretty fun. It's just it's not really a community to gather around unless you go to the Discord, which I hate. I think Discord's a terrible fucking platform.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
Oh, well, let's try to block.
Excellent.
Try to block. Try to dodge. Come on, CPU. My rank is now at max. I can increase by winning against the boss player at Knucklehead's booth. Sure. Rise to the world stage. Discord is Reddit 1.5. Completely agree. Huh?
It's showtime. Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two.
There we go.
あなたには空風が足りないわ。
Bijou Kumono. Okay. Man, you unlock quite a few of these, honestly. That's good though, because there are a shit ton of outfits to make, and they weren't here at launch. Like, you had very limited customization at launch, so I'm glad they actually like added this back in. Because I think, was it? So VF5 Final Showdown had DLC packs that you had to buy separately, unless you bought the bundle, which you can't really do anymore. At least I couldn't on PS3. That store has completely fallen apart, which is a shame. Yeah, and I think, from what I understand, they added basically all that stuff from Final Showdown. They added it back here in World Stage. You just have to unlock it now. Pretty much all social media these days is run by Redditors or Redditor adjacent type people. Yeah, totally. It all boils down, like people kind of say it started with the Tumblr exodus, and the Tumblr thing is a legitimate like starting point, but I actually think it goes back further. I think it goes back to a little forum called Something Awful. Like, I think a lot of our problems on the internet stem from that group of people, because holy fuck are they insufferable. It's the something awful people are where a lot of the disdain towards Japan started. Like, it proliferated a lot over there because they were sick of the hecking weeaboos saying that their anime is actually kind of cool, actually. So they're like, I'm gonna get back at these fucking Diddy Epsteins. They didn't call them Diddy Epsteins at the time, obviously, but you know what I meant. I think far too many problems on the internet stem from that forum. If it were up to me, I would never let that website exist, but that's a whole fucking separate issue. To unlock the boss, rank up to 10th Dan. Okay. May as well.
It's go time, baby. Round one.
Alright, he's Ichiban.
Go! Knockout.
Is it this stage or a different stage? One of these stages in the game used to have, like, it used to have text scroll by that said "Ladies and Gentlemen." This is in the original, like, Virtua Fighter 5 and Final Showdown. But they have since removed that text because "Ladies and Gentlemen" is now an offensive term to address a crowd of people. Because, you know, we just live in a sane society like that.
I'm no pushover, sweetie.
Round one. Ready, go!
Got like an action movie there.
Knockout.
He's like a really tall bloke in Ichiban cosplay. Yeah, he does. He did look like that a little, didn't he? Man, who knew jumping would fuck you over that badly, Sarah? Oops. Fuck.
Round 3.
Alright.
Ready, go!
Oh, the pixelation is terrible in the stage. And that's it. Jesus, look how blocky it is. This is just to ensure the game fucking runs at all properly, and it doesn't even do that.
今日は私の勝ちね。
And this game's built around NVIDIA graphics cards. So you'd think this wouldn't be an issue, but apparently it is.
準備はいい？
I'll be celebrating tonight.
That is not a flattering angle.
Ready, go! Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
Ah, shit.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Ugh, that was lucky. You know, I don't know if Mr. VFDC is in the chat still, but I think I only just realized what he meant by he's in the arcade on the top right. Like, I think what he...
Round 1.
Because when he said that, I initially thought, I was like, oh, like, that's where he's up to in his own personal save data. But I think what he actually was saying was, that his actual username is one of the NPCs that you can fight in World Stage, which is actually pretty cool.
Knockout.
So I don't know if he's still in the chat, but,
Round 2.
friend, I only just understood what you meant by that, because I'm dumb.
Knockout.
Neji Hayashi. Quite a few Japanese names in this.
準備はいい？
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout.
I wonder when they're going to show more.
Let's see how many
Hello.
seconds you'll last. Are you ready for this?
Round one. Ready, go!
Oh, that's a counter hit. Happened again. Yep.
Round two. Ready, go! Knockout.
At this point, I just want to see if I can keep the streak going, which I don't think there's an achievement for, but like you feel like a loser if you lost, you know? Oh, yeah, no shit. You feel like a loser if you lose. I mean, you know what I mean, I guess. I wonder what they're gonna show more in Virtua Fighter 6 news. Like, do you think they're gonna show it at like Summer Games Fest or no, probably their own? No, maybe EVO Japan actually. Oh, excuse me. If it's not EVO Japan, maybe EVO Vegas.
Ready, go!
Oops.
Knockout.
Oh boy.
Round two. Ready, go! Knockout.
Well, that's my first loss. Damn. Well. This is going to be a VF6. He thought the series died because they didn't do microtransactions like DOA. No, but I mean they brought Virtua Fighter 5 back in like 2021 on PS4. So and I think internally, from what I understand, they've been discussing wanting to make a new Virtua Fighter game for at least a little while now. So I don't know. Like I think the main reason that Virtua Fighter like died in the West, it didn't die in Japan, by the way. Like it had a very strong competitive scene in Japan, basically since 2012 at least, with Final Showdown. I think the main reason it died in the West is because it just didn't like grab people's attention like Soul Calibur or Tekken did, or even DOA for that matter. So I don't know. It's a shame because there's stuff to like in Virtual Fighter. It's just people can't get over the fact that the characters aren't as like quote unquote interesting,
Round one.
I guess.
Go!
Nope, don't do that.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
Oh, Jesus. I thought they removed stagger, but I guess not. Maybe it hasn't updated yet, and that's why. Jesus.
嘘こんなはずじゃ。準備はいい？
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout.
There we go. 大したことないわね。Target show. Okay.
準備はいい？
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout.
You don't think any fighting game will survive nowadays unless they copy DOA. It's either DOA way or highway, microtransactions, DLC costumes, side projects like Venus Vacation, etc. Yeah, the economy, like the market situation in video games is not, like, it's just not the same as it used to be, like even 5 years ago at this point. But I'd say probably 10 years ago, at least. And you don't mean it's bad, it just is what it is. Yeah, that's something I think the FGC is just gonna eternally fight itself with over and over, because DOA was forward thinking in the sense that it accommodated all kinds of different kinds of players with different income levels and stuff like that. So that's probably their reasoning why, right? It's like, oh, people who don't have the money to get all the content can at least get some of the content that they would otherwise get because it's cheap. And that's what I did when I played VF5 on the PS4, like a bit more religiously all those years ago. Like, I only bought the costumes I liked, plus like the Mize bundle and stuff like that, but I didn't buy. I wish I did, but I didn't buy all the like third party collab costumes. I bought some, but not all of them. In hindsight, I probably just should have bit the bullet, but what can you do? At least the PC version exists. But yeah, I do agree. For fighting games to make a profit, unfortunately, like season passes and costume DLC specifically is just the reality of the situation. Like the FTC scoffing at the casuals because they perceive them as ruining the game for them. And from a gameplay perspective, I can understand that. But in terms of content, I completely disagree. I don't think they're ruining it at all. They're being given reasons to come back to the game and play it. And the more opportunities you give them to try to play the game properly, the more likely they are to like get into it.
Knockout.
Hot take, you think games should abandon rank matches as a concept? That is a hot take. I don't even think I could agree with that, honestly.
準備はいい？
I'll fight this, while you explain your rationale. Like, maybe I can try to understand where you're coming from with it. Oh. Oh, faked me out. Holy shit.
Round two. Ready, go. Knockout.
I could have won that. It limits game design and doesn't bring anything to the table except sweating. There will be no explanation. You refuse to elaborate and leave like a true Giga Chad. Well, okay, fair enough. The main reason I would disagree with that opinion is because there's a game called Bleach Rebirth of Souls that launched without a ranked match like mode. And unfortunately, one of the consequences of that is the player base like felt alienated and like there was no point in playing. Like one of the ideas of ranked match is to basically show your skills with like a number, basically like a stat, a title. And like Bleach Rebirth of Souls had a lot of issues at launch. And one of them was basically like longevity, I guess you could say. Right, don't give Alwi an opportunity to grab me like that. Hi, Sengiz? No. It's Sengiz. My mistake. It's definitely not the other one I just said. Anyway, thank you for joining the stream. I'm just playing World Stage, the offline mode at the moment. Because it allows me to unlock nice costumes. Like this one. Dandy. Extremely dandy. A space dandy, you could say.
怪我しても知らないわよ。
I'll give it 100%. Round one.
But yeah, basically, as much as I do understand and sometimes even agree that ranked matches, like, not the best measure in terms of, like, measuring your skill level at the game. But there are very few, like, alternatives you can replace it with, to be honest. Alright, That is definitely unsafe.
Round 2. Ready? Go! Knockout. Round 3. Ready? Go! Knockout.
Ah,
嘘こんなはずじゃ。
I could win this. Looks up, sees shark.
Round 1. Ready? Go! Knockout. Round 2. Ready? Go! Knockout.
Ah, come on, Jackie.
Round 3. Ready? Go!
Uh, you know, it's weird. Virtua Fighter is the only 3D fighter game I play with an like my actual arcade stick as opposed to a controller. Like if you gave me Tekken or Soul Calibur or DOA, I pretty much exclusively play with a controller for those games. Like I might for Tekken I might use a stick every now and then, but nowhere near as much as I do with like Street Fighter or even Virtua Fighter. Like Virtua Fighter to me is just an arcade stick game. Like I don't know if that makes sense. I mean it should make sense because it started off in the arcade, so why not? Is arcade stick a game changer? If you've played with controllers all your life and you've gotten comfortable and are able to do what you need to do in a fighting game with that layout, then I don't see why you can't just stay with the controller type you're comfortable with, you know? For me personally, the arcade stick was a game changer because I found it quite difficult to do what I wanted to do. Say, for example, in Street Fighter 4, I found controllers like impossible to use on that game. Or Third Strike, I didn't think. I mean, Third Strike is a bit easier to use on controller, but not as much as an arcade stick. Like, part of me feels like it's the way like older arcade games are designed that makes me think the stick is better. Like they might be adapted for like controllers, but obviously there are advantages and disadvantages for a controller layout. Like, it feels like, at least with Virtua Fighter 5, my inputs are a lot cleaner than if I stuck with the controller. I also just kind of like the button layout, like the 3-button layout. I like how intuitive it feels, if that makes sense. You kind of want arcade stick for bullet hells, but then you remember you play them twice a year. Well, it's possible that you only play them twice a year because you don't already have an arcade stick. That is a possibility. I do think that's a good idea, though. Getting an arcade stick for actual, like, arcade games, including bullet hells. I do think that's a worthwhile investment. If you're sure that it would let you enjoy those games more often. True that, yeah. It's something to consider. Like, there are plenty of options on the market now for, like, all kinds of arcade sticks. Like, mine is it's a Venom arcade stick for PS3 and PS4, but it's basically a Mayflash controller. That's what it actually is. It's just a Mayflash stick. But I mean, apart from, like, when it does annoying stuff, like, for example, when my buttons aren't what they should be, and I have to change, like, the controller port I use to get the buttons I need working again. It's mainly a Steam Deck issue. But I mean, once you get it sorted out, I mean, everything works as it should. Like, when I first got my arcade stick, Steam did not support it at all. It had a horrific... I had a fucking horrific time trying to get my arcade stick to work on Steam. But I don't have to worry about that anymore. They've since updated Steam a long time ago. Which makes basically any kind of controller you want to use, like, so much easier. Like, you could even use your Switch controllers, for example. Beautiful Cereza. Well, I could tell this guy's a Hideki Kamiya fan. Fun fact about Vanessa, in the English release of Virtua Fighter 4, where Vanessa was first introduced, we actually get a censored outfit design that is not present in the Japanese version, or at least it's not the default as far as I'm aware. I don't know if it's just for us exclusively, but yeah, that's one of the, and I remember I actually found like an old forum thread talking about the censorship of Vanessa. Right, seems like the CPU didn't know what to do there. And in that thread, it was a guy that was basically talking about the censorship and how annoyed he was at it, that it was there at all, because basically, like, it was, like, Virtua Fighter 4 was mainly going to get played by adults. So I think it's pretty interesting. I can't seem to get that follow-up anymore. Did I just forget what it was?
Let's talk more action. Round 1. Ready?
Kind of looks like he's wearing a Blade Runner coat, actually. Oops.
Knockout.
What over it goes? What do I think of Nintendo implementing replaceable batteries for the EU to comply with their law? I think that's an overall net benefit, personally, because I believe the right to repair your hardware is extremely important, especially from a longevity perspective, because the Switch 2 is not going to be the premier console forever, you know? And you never know if you'll run into a situation where the battery just fries itself or doesn't work properly for whatever reason. So having the ability to be able to fix that yourself is really important, in my opinion. So I think that's like one of the few good things about the EU, like the EU legislation. Trust me, I do not like the EU very much at all for a variety of reasons. But on stuff like this, like right to repair and the Stop Killing Games stuff that's been promoted, that is being promoted, I should say, over there. Like, I think that's really important for the future of just technology and software, in my opinion. I think we'll do... Oh, 16 players. I think we'll do this, and we'll wrap up after this tournament. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Because I was tired today, so I didn't feel like playing, I don't really feel like playing Pokemon. Though I will play Pokemon on Monday, just to kind of make it up to you guys, because I did like, well, I was late. Obviously, I was late, and then I thought to myself, I was like, do I really want to play it right now? It would take me too long, because I'm up to the open world section, you could say, of Pokemon, where it's like, okay, now you can go to like 4 different cities, and you think everywhere should have that law, having to buy a new phone because your old one has a minor issue that you could easily repair if they didn't heat seal the battery in case totally sucks. Yeah, I agree. We used to have replaceable batteries in our phones, like, at least 10 years ago. At least I remember 10 years ago that was something you could do. Maybe it's been longer than that, honestly. Maybe it's been 15 years. Like, I used to have hand-me-down phones for a long time. So, but yeah, we used to have replaceable batteries in our phones, and then they took that away from us because they want their closed ecosystems that basically allows them to say your phone does not actually belong to you. Bullshit. Just implement right to repair and Stop Killing Games initiative globally, then disband the EU. Agree. Yep, that's basically my position as well. You used to be able to just pop the back of the phone open by just removing the back by hand. Yeah, you did. 100%. That's absolutely true. It is just kind of silly how companies will do that. They do that for your fucking cars now as well. Like, they make it so that if you fucking try to repair your car, you somehow, like, void your warranty or any bullshit like that. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Round 2. Ready, go!
It's not even some kind of malicious scheme to control people. It's literally just corporations want to make trillions instead of billions. Well, it's definitely part of it, but the main reason I mentioned control stuff is because governments are using legislation to kind of like force all these tech companies to implement stuff like more surveillance powers or just more like invasions of our privacy, like all that stuff. It's a whole mixture of things that just makes technology really fucking suck, honestly. Let's try to block, dude.
Round two. Ready, go! Ring out.
Eat shit.
Round three. Ready, go! Knockout.
Okay. Pink squids.
I won't go easy on you. Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout.
God, the fucking chumps.
Round three. Ready, go!
Hit punches will not work on me, Brad, because I'm a woman. Okay. Yeah, honestly, this is a pretty good mode, actually. I'm glad they updated the game with this. It at least... Because now that I can't technically play online matches anymore because of fucking secure boot, thanks Sega, they at least give me single-player content I can do, which is good. And I even unlocked some more armor stuff, which is cool. Yep, I would like to save, yes. If I didn't save, I would be very, very upset, because that means I would have to do all that again. I like this stage. It's a nice stage. Okay. I'll re-chat, and then we'll start wrapping up. Luckily, the Western governments are not smart enough to really capitalize on our reliance on technology to spy on us, or maybe they really just don't care. Well, they're not smart enough to do it properly, if I had to attribute a kind of quality to it. I would prefer them to be incompetent rather than competent, because that just makes life way worse to live, personally. But yeah, anyway, will be that'll be Virtua Fighter 5 for tonight. It's a really, really good game. I highly recommend it. If you like 3D fighting games, because Virtua Fighter was basically where it all began. Maybe there's a 3D fighter that came out like before it by like a year, maybe. But without Virtua Fighter, you wouldn't have Tekken, you wouldn't have Dead or Alive, you wouldn't have Soul Calibur, you wouldn't have any 3D fighting games in the form that they are. You know, especially Dead or Alive, because it was built off the Naomi arcade board, which is owned by Sega. So, like, if you're sick of Tekken 8, then like look, like, oh no, it doesn't have Korean backdash, but still pretty fast. Like, still fun. Like, yeah, backdashes are nerfed, but get used to it. You have to get in their face. Like, it really is a good game. Just does some minor things that annoy the hell out of me. Fighting games are a supreme genre because you can beat up Type 2s. That's true. You can play as a Type 2 and beat up Type 2s, absolutely. You initially wrote women instead of Type 2 and YouTube straight up hid the comment. Jesus. Yeah, because, okay, my mouse is not activated, that's fine. Yeah, because the window I have open it says live chat, so I changed it from top chat to live chat, so I should have all the messages. What can I say? YouTube moderation strikes again, even though I turned off all moderation. I think the only moderation I might have is like spam links. But I don't even know. I don't even know if I have that turned on, to be honest. Women, what are those? They're these they are these mythical creatures that I am told will love and nurture you when you ask them nicely, except they don't because they are monsters. They are dirty, dirty monsters, and with their OnlyFans. There's no definition for women. Sorry, yeah, nah, it's 2026. We got to get with the program. You've only ever met Type A and Type B humans, yeah. Body types. We're all just body types with no fucking quality or agency or life to any of us. We're just all blank slates. So I'm constantly told. Honestly, I think the blank slate hypothesis has been like thoroughly debunked by this point. I don't think anyone takes it seriously unless you're actually stupid or you're like you have a hidden agenda that, well, I'd say hidden, but it's not very hidden. But you have an agenda to reprogram human nature, which is quite common in certain political circles, but yeah. According to the executive data sheets we are, yeah. Numbers on a spreadsheet. Economic units that we can just move around on a chessboard with no consequences whatsoever because we're just lowly stupid people, whereas the people above us, they're just so much better than you and I. They're just so elite. They're so fucking smart, you know? They're so fucking smart. See, I'm fucking dumb. I crouch like a dumb baby because I'm stupid. But I get dominated by people who stand above me like that. But yeah, no, I I don't know if I would recommend the PC version of Virtua Fighter 5 anymore because of secure boot, but if you had like an Xbox or a PlayStation 5, you could get it on PS4 as well. It's just not up to date. Or if you play on Linux, it's still playable for the most part. Um, yeah, honestly, it's a fun game. Like it doesn't have the same kind of like art design as Tekken or Soul Calibur or even Dead or Alive, which is funny because these two are in DOA 5. But I recommend it, but it's good. It is really good. It doesn't play like Tekken. It's like fucking eat something else then, you know? I kneel, yeah. If anybody on this planet was smart, we'd be in space by now. In my opinion, we'd be in space if we didn't babysit and donate all our money and resources to the third world, but that's another conversation for later, I guess. All right, let's try to wrap it up now for real. So tomorrow night we will continue our Kingdom Hearts playthrough, assuming we're not too tired because we got some stuff to do in the house. We also had a cyclone coming in at some points. I think we'll be fine, honestly. But if the stream tomorrow is pushed back, it would probably be because the rain would be too loud and it would just catch on the microphone and be like impossible to hear anything. So if we aren't streaming tomorrow night, it would be because of that. I'll of course make a post on Opie Bros explaining that as well. Sunday, not doing anything. Monday we'll continue Pokemon. I promise this time. I'm not gonna just change it last minute while I'm late and make excuses. I will play Pokemon again. I just started late, and if I played Pokemon instead of something like Virtua Fighter, then I'd be here all night, and I don't want to do that. But we need the cheap labor to build the spaceships. Yeah. Try telling that to NASA during the Cold War. I'm sure they would have loved hearing that. But yeah. Tomorrow night, Kingdom Hearts, Part 3. Monday, Pokemon Throwback. I could... I was gonna say I could play more Virtua Fighter on the channel, but I really hate how the frame rate just shits the bed whenever I try to play it, so I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I don't even know how many people showed up for the stream, honestly, so let me just check that. Okay. It's not too bad. But yeah. Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts. If I continue playing Virtua Fighter, I'll actually like make a proper announcement about that instead of just doing it out of nowhere. I might play more Soul Calibur as well. Just kind of depends on how I'm feeling about that. Because the last Soul Calibur stream was disappointing, but I mean, you know, like I still had fun playing the game, so it's not like it was completely worthless. Just didn't go as planned, but that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone for showing up. I am going to log off now. I'm going to watch Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple with my brother because that show is fun as hell and I've always loved Kenichi. except when I was a feminist, but that's another story. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night. So take care of yourselves. Yeah. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow night, Monday night, and whenever I stream. I might just stream at a random day. Who knows? It was fun. See you. Yeah, thank you for showing up. I didn't think anyone would, because this was kind of like out of nowhere. But I'm glad. Alright, thanks guys. I'll see you soon.